Was that just a sneak peek at my comeback single? Stay tuned to find out. My name is Luke Osmond, I'm the Lukewarm Mess, and thank you very much for tuning in to today's video. We are doing a request video today of Who's That Pokemon? By the wonderful, ever so wonderful Atsu. Atsu, thank you very much for requesting this video. I asked him, what would you like? And he gave me a request and I was like, how do I make that onto my eye without being quite so literal? So instead I'm going to give you our first hint. Thank fuck Christ we're filming. We're going to give you I'm going to give you the first hint. The first hint for today is that this is a Pokemon that is a secondary evolution. Is that the word for it? Something evolves into this Pokemon. Secondary evolution. We're going to go with that. So we're going to set our eyes again, like always, with the lightest colour humanly possible, which is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. It's not the lightest colour humanly possible, but c'est la vie. Okay, so now that we've kind of like set our base eyes, whatever the word is, I'm going to introduce our feature palette today. Our featured palette today is the Sugarpill My Little Twin Stars. I always say My Little Twin Stars. It is just Little Twin Stars. It's the Sugarpill collaboration with Twin Stars. I have already done a video on this palette where I've said that it's not great, but I want to use it for today because there's this whole color scheme is very perfect for what we want to do today. Sorry if I just blinded you, I saw the reflex. So we want to take a thickish brush, kind of like so, and we're going to drown our brush into this color here called Dream Dust. It is kind of like a neutral skin tone shade with a little bit of a metallic sheen. You want to like really set our eyes with this. We're going to literally apply this all over the lid, in the crease, above the crease, on the lid, everywhere. Absolutely everywhere, everywhere and everywhere. Absolutely everywhere in your whole eyeball. But you really want to build up that opacity to be really quite dense, and you want it to look quite, not cakey, but you want it to like focus the pigmentation on the center and then blend it out once you do your second coating. Hopefully that looks more like do this to the other eye. So that's basically done. It's very powdery. That's why we're doing this first before we do our base makeup. We're now going to dive into our secondary color for today. It's going to be with a smudge, said it again, with a much smaller brush, kind of like so. And we're going to use this gold foil pigment in here called Twinkle Twinkle. We're going to drown our brush in this pigment, and we're going to use this to fill in our inner corner. You might be asking why I'm doing it so early, but there's a reason for this. Fill it in with downward pats to really like build up the gold, and then use the excess pigment with nothing else to go up and then blend in. If you need more, just take a swipe and then swipe it up and then swipe it in. But most of your pigmentation should just be on the outer corner. Kind of like so. We want a really super golden inner eye for today. Who's that Pokemon? That was a TRIXIE MATTEL thing, but it probably looked like I had a seizure. Okay, we're filming. And we're going to actually be doing our eyeliner on camera. We're going to be using a liquid lipstick for our eyeliner today. It is a Jeffree Star Cosmetics eyeliner in the color DIVA. It is a pink highlighter. It's a matte liquid highlighter. Highlighter? What am I saying? Jesus Christ. It's a matte pink liquid lipstick, but we're going to be using it as an eyeliner. So we need to actually open up the applicator like so, and with this dough flay applicator we need to actually take the brush and take the pigment off of it and then load up our brush with it. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a very harsh winged liner using this lipstick. Now we're going to start with this in the outer corner, and we're going to start with that very quite high actually. No, we're not. We're gonna fuck it up until we make it up much higher. So start it much lower. Give yourself room for mistakes. Pour on the pink, make it a very strong line, but because this is a liquid lipstick, you don't want to move your eye. Otherwise, it's gonna smudge, girl. Now once you've got that, oh, this is very uncomfortable. Once you've paranoidly, I don't know how the English for that. Once you've paranoidly kept your eyes shut for much longer than you should have had to, you can now start to check that you're filming and then fix the top wing with more pigment on your brush. Get a message from someone, and then you should have a really strong dramatic eyeliner that goes all the way to your eyebrow. Was that on purpose? No. But it looks... Actually, you know what? Fuck it, that was on purpose. That looks excellent. Because we are now going to do this to the other side and then do our base makeup, and then we are going to be right back. Hello there. Okay, so now that we've kind of done the full face, which by the way, the only product that I switched out for normal was that I'm using the butter bronzer today because I finally hit the pan, which is very hard to see, but I just wanted to do that. So I've used that bronzer instead of my regular bronzer, because you care. Now we're going to finish off our eye look. The first thing that we're going to do is going to dip into the Little Twin Stars collection palette, nailed it, and we're going to use a really thick stipple brush, I don't know if that's the right word for it, and we're going to be using this hi Instagram color here called Star Ribbon. It's a lightly pigmented, despite the color of it, it's a pastel blue. You want to actually tap on that pigment like so, and then we're going to start to build up this blue pigment under our eyes. Also, I need to give you the second clue. So we know that this is a secondary evolution. Now I'm going to tell you this. This Pokemon, when it was first released, I think later in the Pokemon era, it was the first Pokemon that could only be evolved by taking it into a Pokemon contest and maxing out one of its abilities, or one of its traits, I guess. This is a very exclusive Pokemon, and that's why we're doing it here today on Lukewarm Mass. Who's that Pokemon? Thank you, Atsu. Thank God that was filming for that, because that voice can only be done once. Let's do this blue. And then when you get it to the blue, to the outer corner, you just want to like just softly blend it, like flip the brush from being like pointed and blending in to flip it the other way, and then blend it up and out. And just let it diffuse that blue into the sharp pink. Oh, alrighty, now that we've done that and I've gotten a little bit of blue pigment in my actual eye, we're going to be doing a medieval torture device, my favorite lash curler thing, and we're going to be using my mascara, Tarte Maneater mascara, and we're going to do that really quickly on camera, off camera. I want to listen to music. So that is just like one application, and like I really hope that I keep that in like real time. That's how easy it is to just use this mascara to do, like, to turn this into this. I just gave you the finger. But yeah, I really like this mascara. Let's do the same to the other side. Okay, so we are back. We've finished our mascara, and now what I would like to do is basically go in with our blush for today. For our blush today, I want to actually use something different. Why do they not have this prepared? My fucking ass thumping down. So we're going to be using the CanMake blush. It's this cute pink blush. It looks super intense with this middle color, but it's really, honestly, it's not. Nothing that CanMake ever makes. There is a joke there. Nothing that CanMake, nothing that CanMake makes bold can be made bold. I'm shit with making jokes. But basically just like drown your blush brush into it, tap off the pigment, and then we're going to try to make nice pinky cheeks. Put on the pigment to both sides to the point where it looks extreme. Put the packed on pigment into each part first. I've found, at least with this blush, and then just after you put on all the pigment, you can go in and then soften it up. Just using the excess pigment on the actual brush and the pigment that was deposited onto your cheeks. And yes, this is a lukewarm mess channel, which means that your blush will go into all of your contour areas as well, just to make it more seamless. So now we're going to use our highlighter for today. And our highlighter for today is the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Skin Frost in the color called Neffree. We're going to drown a small brush. I've really actually fallen in love with with this small brush by BH Cosmetics. It's BH number 5. Mumbo number 5. And I've really liked this little brush for more high impact highlighter applications. So I'm just going to drown this brush in this product, and we're going to just bleach our cheeks in it. I really hope that this looks as high octane as it looks like in person, because that's what I wanted. I want this to be very much like a Pokemon that in later generations would transform into being a brand new type. Did it? Actually, I don't really know the backstory of this Pokemon. That wasn't really a Pokemon hint. It's just really me just drowning myself in highlighter. I mean, I really hope that this looks as insane as it does on camera as it does in real life, because this looks like I'm just glowing in every sense of the word, and I love it. Ears. And that's about good. That looks like I could probably take down a probe or two with this. Now, for our lips today, we're going to be using my new Splurge product. I've been using this so much that honestly in a week I've used this much of it. This is the Dior Lip Maximizer Hyaluronic, I can't say that word correctly. It's a lip plumper, but basically it's just got hyaluronic acid in it that is like one of the most densely moisturizing chemicals basically that you can put on your face. I love it, so I've been using this every day at work, and a couple of the girls at work were like, oh my god, what is that? And I was like, and then one of them saw, Margie there, Dior, which is basically just like, oh my god, that's Dior. And I said, yes, I have a YouTube channel that gets almost 50 views per video. I can afford to spend $40 on a lip gloss. But no, I actually really find that it actually fills out your lips. It keeps them really nicely moisturized. But do I recommend it for the price? Yes. Alrighty, so now we're going to do our lips for today. This is going to be the one rare time on Lukewarm Mess that I actually do a pink lip. That's a very rare thing for me. And we're going to be using the same lip that we used for our eyeliner onto our lips, which is the Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick in the shade called Diva Las Vegas. Alrighty, so we are finished with that. Now, check that we are filming, which is honestly, that's like the, like if you have a drinking game when you watch this YouTube series, which you should question your life about, but if you really do have one, every time I like do the whole check for filming, take a drink. Fucking finish your drink. Now that we've done that, and we're gonna let them dry, we're going to now take the same highlighter that we use for our lips, and we're going to basically just drown it into highlighter for our face, and we're going to use it for our lips and apply it to the more fuller point of your lips just to create some definition, like no, we're good. Actually, no, I want more gold. I would like to now, just for a final finishing touch, I want to go back into the My Little Twin Stars collection palette with the gold pigment, which was the Twinkle Twinkle, and I just want to fill in more of the gold. Just to like kind of bring it into the middle and blend it to the bottom, blend it to the top. Just to make it more of like a filler color just across the top and the bottom.
Who's that Pokemon? It's
LunatiCK! Ooh, kiss the makeup. It's LunatiCK. So, basically, I never had LunatiCK in like Ruby Sapphire when I actually played through those games, which I love, by the way. But I never had it because Phoebus was so fucking hard to catch. Phoebus can be caught in like one route in like 4 different squares, like pixeled squares in the game, in like fishing, and like I'm not doing that. And then like when you catch Phoebus, then you have to take it to like a thing and like level up its beauty to like be like this beautiful ugly fish, and then it evolves into this magical creation that I did today. Ooh. Which I still can't say correctly, even though I can read the words. But this is LunatiCK. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see me do your Pokemon, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video, and then be creative with your makeup. Take your makeup palettes, find a way to make them interesting. I don't know. Just have fun with your makeup. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Luke Osman. I'm Luke Mess, and I will see you very, very, very soon. Now it's time for a vanity film with LunatiCK, and I'm not going to buy a plush toy just for that. I really promised myself I would never do that again.